something
I'm
that, like,
I'm starting to
jilted me.
record now.
Okay.
So I didn't want you to say something you sorry you said or something. Okay. I'll give you an opportunity. Okay, back part 2, interviewing,
Yes.
and I wanted to ask you if what drew you to this particular story? Was there something in your personal experience that led you to want to make a documentary about the sex life of co-eds, as they used to say in the 50s? You know, college students and hooking up. What led you to the
Well, actually,
spitting game?
Okay. Well, actually, there wasn't anything in my past history that led me to want to do a documentary on the college hookup culture, other than the fact that maybe a bit of social activism. But the documentary actually fell into my lap from a major university. I was hired to do a half-an-hour educational documentary on the college hookup culture, just straight educational. So I was hired as a filmmaker to do that. And about after 6 months of research on all of it and getting ready to film, the university pulled out their funding at the last minute and decided that the film was going to be too controversial for their campus. And so I had about a week-long decision-making process, and I decided to make the film on myself. So I got the funds myself, and then I decided to do the film my way. And when I decided to do the film my way, it was no longer a half-an-hour educational documentary. I mean, the layers involved in the hookup culture, it's like the proverbial onion peeling of the layers back. I mean, it kept getting deeper and deeper and deeper. And soon I knew that it was going to be a feature documentary. And so I just went in and I wanted to get in and I wanted to get into the lives of the college students. And as I got into it, I realized how deep the subject matter goes. And I am, hoping that there is some social change. So that would be my motivation for doing this. And I do care. I care about what's happening. I feel like this culture is shifting our society and not to a better place.
Okay. And you were going to tell me about a particular room in a fraternity?
Yeah, we had one story. It's actually not in the documentary. We cut it out. It was a very long story, and it just didn't fit into the framework of the film. But I had a fraternity guy tell us a story about how he had been part of a fraternity for 7 months. It was known to be one of the most upstanding fraternities on the campus. Like, this fraternity was not associated with date rape at all. They were known as being the good guys. And 7 months into his, fraternity that he had joined, they walked in on a guy, several guys, I think it was like 6 guys, and they were all, you're gonna have to cut, I don't know how to say that.
Gangbang.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
It is, it's gangbang.
Okay, I know. Okay, and they were gang raping one drunk girl.
Okay.
So it was 6 guys on one girl. The other fraternity members stumbled upon them. They were shocked. And then beyond that, they found out that these members of the fraternity that were gang raping this one girl had taken Polaroids of all the girls that they had either hooked up with, had sex, or multiple partners, I guess we're calling it gang rape, and they had put the Polaroids inside of their closet and they were collecting them, and it was called the Boom Boom Room. And these particular guys that stumbled upon this reported it to the authorities at the college, to the judicial board, and these 2 boys, the ones that were reporting it, got kicked out of their fraternity and blackballed on campus. And nothing happened to all of those guys that raped that girl. Nothing happened.
Jeez.
They'll slap on the hand, I believe.
Yeah.
Because actually it's more expensive for the colleges to deal with prosecuting. They don't actually prosecute them, but it's more expensive for the colleges to handle these types of lawsuits. It's cheaper for them to keep them on campus.
Now, in this particular case, was the young woman who was assaulted by a number of the fraternity guys, was she sexually assaulted? Was she and battered? Was she under the influence of drugs or alcohol?
I couldn't say. I mean,
Did the
he
guy who
didn't
told you the
say.
story? He didn't say.
He didn't say.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate. I'm sorry. Somebody in the background said something in the audience. What was that? Go
I
ahead.
think there was a suggestion that she might have been passed out.
So she was may have been unconscious
Yeah,
during
so that may have,
the acts.
I couldn't speak truthfully
Okay.
about that.
And then, do you know if she ever reported it herself?
You know, I did not follow up with that story.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just curious because.
But often they don't report it.
Yeah.
Often they don't because they don't want people to know about it and they're too embarrassed. And I will tell you that that subject matter is covered extensively in my documentary.
Okay. Well, we're all looking forward to seeing the spitting game. When is it?
And it's actually Spitting Game, the college hookup culture.
Okay, spitting game, the college hookup culture at the Boston Film Festival on Saturday, September 13th.
3 o'clock
At what theater?
at the Kendall Square Cinema.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Hope everybody comes to see it.
Thank you, me too.
Okay.
All right. Woo.